Good evening, all. We are about to start the installation ceremony. Please take your seats. We must welcome the future, remembering that soon it will be the past. And we must respect the past, remembering that it was once all that humanly possible. A very warm good evening to all the dignitaries and Rotarians present here.
We will begin this auspicious installation ceremony with a ceremonial procession led by Sergeant at Arms Rotarian Suresh PR, followed by the President Rotarian SP Shanmugam, followed by the President-elect Rotarian Architect Gopinath Arunachalam, followed by the guest of honor of the day, Dr. Ashok Bhaktavachalam, and followed by the Assistant Governor Rotarian Ganesh Kumar. Next is GGR Rotarian Arul Kumaran, followed by the Secretary Rotarian Devraj Krishnan, and finally the Secretary-elect Rotarian Dr. Sailesh Kumar.
May I now request the Sergeant at Arms Rotarian Suresh to adorn the collar to the President Rotarian SP Shanmugam.
May I now request the President, Rotarian SP Shanmugam, to call the meeting to order.
Faith and prayer are the vitamins of the soul. Man cannot live in health without them. May I now request Rotarian Ramesh to recite the Rotary prayer.
O God, creator of all things, father of mankind, we thank thee for inspiring our founder with the principles of Rotary based on high ideals of morality. We implore thee to help us Rotarians to imbibe deeply the true Rotary spirit and to labor incessantly for the establishment of peace and goodwill among all people, for the elimination of all bars of color, creed, and clime, for the removal of economic and social barriers, and for the proper understanding of the sensitivity and human personality, and the dignity of labor, so that all individuals, all families, and all nations may live in amity and fellowship and unite around the holy feet and hail thee as to really art our one true, eternal, and all loving Father.
For the four-way test, we have a short video.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build good? Will it better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? When we pay it forward, it will be returned. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build good? Will it better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? When we pay it forward, it will be returned. When we pay it forward, it will be returned.
Please take your seats. Thank you, Rotarian Ramesh. If the sign of your heart says welcome, the love will come pouring in from everywhere. May I now request the President, Rotarian SP Shanmugam, to welcome the gathering.
Respected Chief Guest of the evening, Mr. D. Lakshminarayan Swami, Managing Trustee, Sri Ramakrishna Sons and Charitable Trust, and Guest of Honor, Mr. Ashok Bhaktavachalam, Managing Director, KGISL Systems Private Limited, Coimbatore. President-elect Rotarian A.R. Gopinath and his team. District Director, Rotarian Kumaravel Kumaraswamy, Paliswamy, and AG Rotarian Ganesh Kumar, GGR Rotarian Arul Kumran. Family of Saicity and Saicity members. Invited guest, welcome you all for today's new team installation for the Rotary year 2021-22. Today I stand before you to install the new team of office bearers for the Saicity. I traveled a year in Rotary with all your support, and first to record that I got transformed because of the cooperation tendered by all the Saicitians whenever in need. With such support, Saicity legacy is upheld in the Rotary circle. I never expected that I will be able to accomplish whatever laurel we achieved in the year 2021. Rotary Saicity has obtained best club in the district and best outstanding club in the zone. EREY club and 100% sustaining TRF giving club with $100 each. We have completed 1,000 surgeries for children below 15 years under our global grant project Gift of Life Idayam this year. On behalf of Saicity, I thank our cooperating institutions such as Sri Ramakrishna Hospital, Ganga Hospital, Sri Swami Vivekananda Mission, and PhD iTech for starting a new Rotary Club. I thank our CSR partner, Cognizant Technology, for donating 1,000 computers to rural schools in Tamil Nadu, and Cheshire Home for the support. And our gratitude to Sri Jai Sri Ram Engineering College and the corresponding Mr. Karuppanna Swami, who will be inducted by AG as a member of this club shortly. I express my sincere appreciation to Annets of our President-elect Minesh and Rohit for the novel idea in distribution of computers with full of educational software loaded to benefit the students. I also thank Mrs. Coromandel Engineering Fertilizers, our another CSR partner, for donating 200 liter oxygen concentrator worth 60 lakhs to UTGH. I thank Secretary Rotary Devraj for the tireless work and support given to me for the last 1 year. He is also President nominee for the year 22-23. With Saicity support, I thank Rotary Club of Saicity for giving me an opportunity to lead the club for the year 2021. I wish Rotarian Gopinath and his team all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Looking down the lane is always a memory. So buckle up your seat belts to hear the secretary report. May I now request Rotarian Devraj Krishnan to walk us through the secretary report.
Two words. Yeah. We'd like to present the video presentation. Good evening, all. Respected chief guest of the evening, respected guest of honor this today, dear Rotarians, aunts, aunts, and friends. The Rotary year 2021 was challenging due to pandemic. With the support of wonderful president and team, we are able to continue to do our signature service projects along with projects for COVID care. After our district governor official visit, Saicity along with CSR partner Coromandel Fertilizers, Chennai donated 200 liters per minute oxygen concentrator at Ooty. The project was inaugurated by Nilgiri District Collector on 5th July. Saicity achieved a milestone of 1,000 heart surgeries for children. We are planning to have a grand function for that. I think the new coming team will announce it shortly. On this occasion, we thank Dr. Rotarian Monakrishnan, Rotarian Dr. Vijay Sadasivam, Rotarian Dr. Dev Prasad for the dedicated service. I thank the President for the support in discharging my duty. Thank all solicitants for giving me this opportunity and having faith. I'm extremely happy and enjoyed my tenure as secretary with all your support. I wish all success for the new incoming team. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Through the video, we could witness the impact you have created in the Rotary year 2021. May I now request Rotarian Major Donor Ravi Selvan to introduce the incoming President, Rotarian Architect Gopinath Arunachalam.
Good evening, President, Rotary officials, guest of honor, dignitaries present on the dais, my dear Rotarians, aunts and invitees. It's my pleasure, proud pleasure to introduce the President-elect who is being installed today, our Rotarian Gopinath Arunachalam. He has been an anet of our club from the charter day because his dad was the charter president. So, and I happened to introduce him to the club. Thank you for the opportunity. So he was born on 25th November 1966, and by passion, he wanted to become an architect. He became an architect and he did his master's in the Science of Building Design, Facilities Design and Management from the College of Architecture and Environmental Design, Arizona State University in the USA in the year 1993. And he has a great passion for education, and he has been in the Board of Studies, in the member in the Anna University, Chennai from the year 2006 to 11. Apart from, he is also very actively participated in various other organizations, and he has been the president of the Plumbing Association Coimbatore chapter, and he has been instrumental in setting up a lab for the same. And he has been the chairman, executive member, Board of Studies of Anna University, chairman of Indian Institute of Architects, Coimbatore 2002-04, and he is married to Padmini, and he has two sons, Minash and Rohit. Both of them are Rotary Youth Exchange students. And I am very happy to tell you that our guest of honor, Mr. Ashok Bhaktavachalam, also was a Rotary Youth Exchange student some 25 years or 30 years back. So it's a proud privilege for me to introduce Rotarian Gopinath to the audience. And I'm very happy that I could introduce around 7 presidents for Rotary Saicity. 7th president is Gopinath. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The most awaited moment is here. May I now request Rotarian SP Shanmugam to add on the caller to the incoming president, Rotarian architect Gopinath Arunachalam.
To mark the beginning of the new dawn, may I now request the newly elected President, Rotarian Architecture Gopinath Arunachalam, to deliver the acceptance speech.
அனைவருக்கும் என் இனிய மாலை வணக்கங்கள். First, let me take this opportunity to welcome the distinguished people who have accepted our invitation and spared their valuable time and are here to bless us with their gracious presence on the dais and off the dais. Thiru Lakshminarayana Swami, Managing Trustee, SNR College Sons Charitable Trust. Thiru Dr. Ashok Bhaktavakshalam, Managing Director, KGISL Private Limited. Thiru Balakumar Thangavelu, he is the Indian Head, Cognizant Outreach. Thiru Santosh Kumar, Executive, CSR and Location Strategist, Coimbatore Cognizant Outreach. Invited guests and Saicity partners. District Director, Mr. Kumaresan Palaniswamy, Assistant Governor, Mr. Ganesh Kumaran, Governor's Group Representative, Rotarian Arul Kumaran, our President, multiple Paul Harris Fellow, Rotarian SP Shanmugam, our Secretary, Rotarian Devraj Krishnan, Secretary-elect Dr. Sailesh Kumar, and all my dear Saicitians, office bearers and board members, and my dear friends, well-wishers and family members, once again, a warm welcome and a happy evening. I would like to thank my dad and mom who have made me what I am today. My pranams to their continued support in all the ventures that I've embarked on. Today, as I assume office, I pledge as a Rotarian to serve the people and make this earth a lovely planet. Within a year and a half of joining Rotary, I've been given this privilege of taking charge of this prestigious 29-year-old club with 45 members as a president. During this short time here in Saicity, I've learned a great deal about the term service above self. I can say only one thing today. I'm proud to be a Saicitian. I would like to thank all the people who have been instrumental in making me as their president for this term. All the achievements of Saicity is due to teamwork, passion, dedication, and commitment to serve. My team from Saicitians who have agreed to be the office bearers and board members for the term 21-22 I request your wholehearted continual support in whatever we do. We intend to spend half our time in doing programs for the Saicitians and their families. Our intended action plan for the year 2021. Every month, on the second Wednesday, one speaker meeting with dinner or lunch with social distancing and following COVID norms at the Grand Regent. During these starting of these meetings, we will have 3 Saicitians will present themselves crisply, classification talks in 3.5 minutes each about themselves. The fourth Wednesday, one virtual regular or joint meeting with high tea and snacks with topics for both Rotarians and ANS. This year, we plan to organize separate lunch meetings every alternate month for the ANS with their own speakers / activities. Hence, I request all the ANS to actively participate. The First Lady and the team will be in touch soon. We will organize for a one-day picnic every 3 months, fireside meetings. Every quarter, we will organize a family get-together during Diwali, New Year, Pongal, and hopefully an award nights at the end of the year. We promise to make 100% enrollment in my Rotary account. We will continue to apply for the global grant projects that are getting over. As a signature project, this year we have started along with Cognizant Outreach, digital enrichment of teachers virtually on 1st of July. As of today, we have 200 teachers enrolled for the same. We are hoping to train 1,000 teachers this year. This year, Rotary priority is women empowerment and girl children education and growth. I'm working on a project to address this. We will let you know soon. We have to concentrate on our district priority projects also, which will focus on these are earth, water, and people. In these hard times of COVID, we have to serve our society. By the end of the term, we should be proud to say, I'm a Saicitian. We need all your support and guidance. Any suggestions, ideas, and projects from members will be most appreciated. Once again, I take this opportunity to thank all the people who have in one way or the other made this event possible, especially the Master of Ceremonies, Rotractor Vishal and Jay Surya, and the entire staff of Grand Regent. Last but not the least, my First Lady Padmini and my 2 pillars of strength, Minesh and Rohit. I remain yours for Saicity, wishing you all a happy evening, and thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Now, may I request the Secretary, Rotarian Devraj Krishnan, to exchange the charter to the incoming Secretary, Rotarian Dr. Sailesh Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Now we have a short video presentation for the introduction of Saicity board members for the Rotary year 2021-2022.
Year 2021-22 President Rotarian PHF Gopinath Arunachalam. Date of joining, the 8th of December 2019. Qualified MEP, MSPD, Bachelor of Architecture. He is a planner, architect, and interior designer. Director, Pago Group. He is Rotary International Cadre Member for Environment, Water and Sanitation, Econ and Community Development Chairman NEPA Coimbatore Center. He is Executive Member, Board of Studies, Architecture for Anna University, Chairman, Leah, Coimbatore. Spouse, Padmini Gopinath. First son, Minash Rotary International Youth Exchange Member. Second son, Rohit Rotary International Youth Exchange Member. Year 2021-22 Vice President Rotarian Ramesh Chandra Kumar. Date of joining, the 4th of December 2019. He is qualified as Bachelor of Science in Hotel Management, Masters in Tourism Management, pursuing PhD in Tourism. Serving as General Manager at the Grand Regent Hotel. Secretary of SKEL International Coimbatore. Spouse, Priya Ramesh. Year 2021-22 Executive Secretary Rotarian Balaji. Date of joining, the 27th of January 2020. Graduated in Bachelor of Applied Science and a Diploma in System Design. Worked in various positions starting from software developer, system analyst, project manager, currently working as technical manager with Studio Soft Solutions India Private Limited. Spouse, J. Rajeshwari. Year 2021-22 Secretary Rotarian Dr. Sailesh Kumar Khandelwal. Date of joining, the 27th of January 2020. Graduated in MBA, Executive MBA, Indian Institute of Management, CFA, CMT, from. He is an investment banker, certified fund manager in the field of due diligence and portfolio advisory. He received honorary doctorate in the field of global business finance. Spouse, Dimple J. Daughters, Ananya and Arohi. The year 2021-22 Treasurer Rotarian Shyam Saran. Date of joining, 8th February 2021. He is a qualified chartered accountant. Worked as a consultant in international taxation in one of the top 4 multinational audit firms, Ernst & Young. Spouse, Mrs. Narmada. Son, Magiranis. Sergeant at Arms PHF Rotarian Suresh. Date of joining, the 8th of January 1995. Qualified as Diploma in Electrical Engineering. Nature of business, heating equipment sales and service. Serviced as Secretary of the club twice and past President. He is member of Builders Association of India. Spouse, Anita Suresh. Daughter, Deepti son, Rohit, immediate past President Rotarian Shanmugam. During his leadership tenure club is being awarded as Outstanding Club of the Year. His date of joining, the 15th of November 2000. Graduation in Economics. Currently representing partner at Ganga and Yamuna Theatres. President of Sri Saraswati Higher Secondary School at Konapet. Trustee of Brindavan Matriculation School. Spouse, Mrs. Lakshmi. Son, Subhaiya. Daughter, Meena. President-elect Rotarian Devaraj. He was servicing as past secretary. Date of joining, the 8th of December 2019. Postgraduate engineering in metallurgy. Worked at senior management positions. He established his own industry and retired. He is a member of Institute at Indian Foundrymen. Married to D. Sugandhi. Son, D. Hariprasad. Daughter, D. Ramyashri. Son-in-law, S. Santosh Khanna. Club advisor PDG. MD Rotarian Kamalesh V. Roheja. Year of joining, 1992. He is charter member of Saicity. Served as past District Governor, Assistant Governor, District Rotary Youth Exchange Chair, District Director for International Service and Rotary International Priorities. Rewarded with many international awards. Currently serving as Assistant Rotary Coordinator for Zone 5. Married to Mrs. Leena. Son, Kunal and Karan. Chairman Club Administration Mayil Sami. Date of joining, the 10th of May 2005. An industrialist who is graduate in mechanical engineering. Held various positions in the Rotary District. Awarded Best Outstanding Assistant Governor for the year 2019 to 2020. Son Nunit, who is Rotary International Youth Exchange. Saicity. Served as past District Governor, Assistant Governor, District Rotary Youth Exchange Chair, District Director for International Service and Rotary International Priorities. Rewarded with many international awards. Currently serving as Assistant Rotary Coordinator for Zone 5. Married to Mrs. Leena. Son, Kunal and Karan. Chairman Club Administration Mihil Sami. Date of joining, the 10th of May 2005. An industrialist who is graduate in mechanical engineering. Held various positions in the Rotary District. Awarded Best Outstanding Assistant Governor for the year 2019 to 2020. Son Nuneet, who is Rotary International Youth Exchange member. Membership Development Chairman Rotarian Maruppan. Date of joining, the 15th of November 2000. He is a technocrat, graduate in Bachelor of Engineering. He was past President of Saicity. He was Chairman Youth Exchange. He is also CEO for Cheshire Homes. Married to Mrs. Maheshwari. Daughters, Aditya and Arunar. Rotary Foundation, Chairman Rotarian Anand. Date of joining, the 8th of January 2006. He is qualified as Masters in Science and PhD in Computer Science. Representing Managing Director for the software company. He was past President and Assistant Governor for Saicity. Currently servicing as District Chairman for Fundraising. Married to Priya. Sons, Ashwin and Aditya. Chairman Vocational Service Rotarian Ravi Salwan. Date of joining, the 15th of November 2000. He is Technocrat graduate as of Bachelor of Engineer. He was the past President of Saicity and Chairman Youth Exchange. Representing as CEO at Cheshire Home. Married to Sabitar. Daughters, Monisha and Madhunisha. Chairman International Service Rotarian Rajan Ramaswamy. Date of joining, the 17th of July 2013. He is a major donor for PHF. He is a businessman, owns a garment and textiles unit at United States. Club Bulletin Editor Rotarian Frederick Wilson. Date of joining, 28 Sept 2013. He is a graduate in Commerce and Management. Held positions of Club Secretary, Service Director and Gold Chairman. Married to Geetanjali. Sons, Derek Wilson and Derek Wilson. Chairman District Special Projects Rotarian Gokul Krishnan. Date of joining, 29th of September 1992. He is Master in Commerce graduate. He represent as Charter Member of Saicity. He is Chairman and Managing Director of Kirtaman Group. During his tenure he had been Treasurer 7 times. He was past District Treasurer and held many international positions. Married to Vrinda. Daughter, Swati. Son, Sharan. Chairman Rotary Community Corp Rotarian Vasant Kumar. Date of joining, the 19th of May 2016. Graduation in Bachelor of Science. Runs the restaurant business. He was Joint Secretary in the year 2017 to 2018 and Secretaryship in 2018 to 2020. Married to Mrs. Hema. Sons, Nirin Rashid and Pranav Shri Kailash. Chairman Youth Service Rotarian Ishwaran. Date of joining, the 27th of September 2015. Graduation in Bachelor of Science. He is an industrialist and One India Foundation trustee. He is Kudisha member. Married to Mrs. Premalita. Daughters Nitya and Nandini. Chairman Fellowships Rotarian Soundarajan. Date of joining, 5th of October 2005. He is qualified as Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering and PGD BA. He was metallurgist and worked with Tamil Nadu Industrial Investment Corporation as SFC. At present, he is managing Shri Hospital for Women and Children. Married to Dr. Kalpana. Daughter, Dr. Shri Shah. Chairman District Priorities, Lovely Planet, Rotarian Rajwale. Date of joining, 11th of July 2015. He is into real estate and construction business. He was representing twice as Treasurer in Rotary Saicity. Web and social media, Rotarian Dr. Arur Kumar. Date of joining, 8th February 2021. He is a dental surgeon and businessman. He runs an Indian Oil LPG gas distributor. Married to Mrs. Sharmila. Son, Srisant and Arav. Project Gift of Life, Rotarian Dr. Vijayad Asavam. Date of joining, 1st of May 2016. He is cardiac surgeon from Madras Medical College. He received pediatric cardiac surgical training from Fortis Escorts Hospital, Delhi, and Harvard Medical School. currently pursuing practice at Ramakrishna Hospitals, performing open heart surgeries under Gift of Life project since 2015 with 100% success rate. Married to Mrs. Diya. Daughter, Miss Harini. Project Gift of Life, Rotarian Dr. Deva Prasad. Date of joining, 2nd of July 2018. He is qualified as MBBS, MD Pediatric, FNB, Pediatric Cardiology. He is a consultant, interventional pediatric cardiologist and adults with congenital heart disease at Ramakrishna Hospital. Married to Mrs. Dr. Anupriya. Son, Bharat and Arjun. Project Sastra, Rotarian Subramaniam. Date of joining, the 27th of September 2015. He is a graduate in mechanical engineer. Proprietor for Revati Gear Products. Married to Mrs. Umavati. Son, Shiva Bharti and Nitin Gokul. Project Cancer Care, Rotarian Rotary. Date of joining, the 29th of July 2018. He is qualified as a Master of Engineering. He was Chief Engineer at Tamil Nadu Board and retired. Currently, he is Electrical Consultant, Fellow of Institute of Engineers, India, and member of CODISIA. He is an Academic Council member of the Banariamman Institute of Technology. Married to Jayanti. Son, Kritish. Miss Deeksha Hildora EBE, MBA.
That was a wonderful introduction to each and everybody. Now, may I request the incoming president, Rotarian Gopinath Arunachalam, and his office bearers to administer the oath.
Then my office.
Okay.
I'm just reading and President Gopi will follow. Oath of the President.
I, Gopinath, do solemnly pledge that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the Rotary Club of Coimbatore Saicity, and that I will do the best of my ability, support the district governor and the Rotary International, and that I will uphold the constitution and bylaw of this club.
Thank you, Gopi. Best wishes.
Thank you.
Now all the oath of our directors you can check.
I now request all the office bearers and directors to stand up. After when I say I, please say your name. Oath for the office bearers and director. I do solemnly pledge that I will fulfill the duties of my office in the Rotary Club of Coimbatore Saicity to the best of my ability, that I will support President Gopinath and will abide by our club's constitution and bylaws. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Believe you can, and you are halfway there. Now I call upon the President, Rotarian Architect Gopinath Arunachalam, to brief about the service projects for the Rotary year 2021-2022.
This is a PowerPoint presentation on what we are planning to do for this year. Total membership, we are planning to increase by 9, trying to take the total from 46 to 55. That's our goal. Members below 40, we're trying to get 2, and then lady members probably 2. Our major goals is to start Rotary Community Corps, 5 numbers, Rotaract 2, we already have 1, Interact 1, youth program reaching to youths, about 500 kids we are supposed to do this year, agriculture charity reaching farmers. We try to do a new grant or continue applying for our old renewal of the old grant. This year we have promised $20,000 US to the annual giving. Towards Polio Plus, we have promised to give 1,250. PHS members from currently whoever we are, we will try to add 7 more, which we will make it 100% PHF club, hopefully. 100% attendance on pets and sets. District Assembly this year, we did 10. District Seminar, we did 8. District Conference, we are hoping to do at least 30. Form a new Rotary Club. We are trying to form one new Rotary Club with the guidance or hopefully our guest of honor will lead us to that with our board's request. Adopt of latest constitution and bylaws, which we have already done. Then we will have a club bulletin. We promise to publish 1 every month. Rotary video clips in theater, we will try to do 1. Newspaper ads 2, mass program for public 1, radio ads programs 2, event engaging corporates 2, creating a Facebook page for the club, already done. Today we have posted this event also. Update in Rotary Showcase, we are starting to do. Vocational service category, vocational awards, we plan to do 2. 4-way test promotion 3. Vocational training center, hopefully 1. Employment opportunity, we plan to do 8. Skill development training for 2 people. Vocational visits, we are planning for 1. Classification talks by members, 4 numbers. In community service category, we plan to have 2 ICAMs, senior citizen cares for about 5. Scholarship for students, 2-year. Rotary Action Group member enrollment, this is 1. Rotary Action Group formation 1. Swachh Bharati 2. Low cost housing 2. Dental camps 1. Promotion of green energy 1. WINS 2. And literacy program for the kids 500. International service category, club twinning agreement, hopefully 2. Club flag exchange 2. Overseas club visits at least 5. Overseas project not through grants, we have not yet touched it. Rotary International Fellowship enrollment, hopefully 1. Rotary International Fellowship commencement. And Rotary, if possible, Rotary exchange hosting, youth exchange hosting, 1 at least. Youth service category, career guidance to 750 school kids. Sports for the youth 1. Youth talent promotion 1. Program on ethics and ethics for youth 1. And RILA 1. This is the shared vision of the change makers, the district priorities. There are 3. Earth, water, and people. Saicity in the category for earth. We plan to do soil matters, which is farm equipments. Cash crops is 3. Golden harvest is 3. These are the various avenues where we can do the projects in earth. This is for water. Thirsty tribe, we'll plan to do 2. Rainy day 1. Shore salt 1. Aqua mines 1. These are the various avenues to do projects in water. Next is the people category, under which cheer we will do 3, life skills 3, health 3, education 5, and goodness 4. These are the various opportunities to do for in people. These are the special district projects. This year, the governor has focused artificial limb. We will identify 10 people, gift of life 10 people, cancer care 5 people, hope after 5, and eye surgery 5. This is our club's priorities for the year. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we have a video presentation for felicitation by Rotarian Kavita on the behalf of G42 Rotary Clubs.
Happy evening to you all. I am Rotarian Kavita Gopalakrishnan, President, Rotary Club of Coimbatore Saicity. I am so happy and privileged to felicitate newly inducted President Rotarian Gopinath and his team on behalf of G42 President and Secretaries. President Gopinath is my good friend. Saicity also like my home club. President Gopinath is very talented, diplomatic, dynamic and sincere person. In his leadership, Saicity will reach greater heights. Once again, congratulations and all the best to President Rotarian Gopinath and his team. Have a fruitful Rotary year. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotarian Kavita ma'am. Now, may I request GGR Rotarian Arunachalam to felicitate the gathering.
Good evening, one and all. It's my pleasure, privilege to be a GGR for this prestigious club. I take this opportunity to thank our District Governor, Rotarian Rajshekhar, for giving me this opportunity to be a GGR for this prestigious club. And AG Ganesh Kumar, nice person to walk along with. It's my pleasure, privilege to be with them. Thank you, sir. Thank you for immediate past President Rotarian Shanmugam and Secretary Devaraj. They have done tremendous work in spite of this pandemic. Really, I congratulate them for reaching this great heights. Rotarian Gopinath, newly installed President, and Secretary Sailesh. Wish them all the very best and have a great, enjoyable Rotary year ahead. Definitely, with the skills and of Rotarian Gopinath, definitely this club will reach much more heights. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. To add new feathers to Rotary Saicity, I now call upon Rotarian Rajendran to introduce our new member, Mr. Karupanasamy.
Respected Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, President, fellow Rotarians, and good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce my good friend for the last 25 years, T.K. Karupanasamy,
born in 15/1/1961. Born in Thayambalayam nearby Udiur Malai, and he completed his schooling in village. Then he did a diploma in mechanical in CIT. And after that, he has served 7 years in Lakshmi Mission Works as a maintenance engineer. Then 1 year in Hindustan Machine Tools. Then he started his small manufacturing hydraulic presses, 1988, with 5 members of employees and 1 small lathe. Then now he is grown up. He's become a chairman of Barney Groups. He's employing around 500 people. See, he's not an ordinary industrialist, just I want to say. Okay, we are all running industries. We do a lot of exports, but only components are low-tech products mostly. But he is equipment manufacturing. So he design and manufacturing equipment for the customers. So almost the entire Madras particular automobile industries, they have all the machines from Barney Hydraulics, and he started exporting. That is actually is contributed to the Make in India, our dream project of our Prime Minister. Is a fine example. It's a pride of Coimbatore. Generally, European companies, particularly European companies, they were reluctant to import from India, particularly even Asia. So he started supplying on MNC in India. Then they performed very well. They recommended. So now it's all well received there. His mission is well received in the European countries. That is a really pride of our India. And his machines are used in one company called Perusia. They are making almost car front, entire dashboard things. That one machine is used for making dashboards for Tesla cars. So, and another thing, one time our Sanjay Jayavardhanile, Managing Director of Lakshmi Missions, she attended on business meeting in Europe. So that time he referred that he has come from Coimbatore. One CEO of one MNC, then he told our Sanjay that one company is doing very well from Coimbatore. We are importing machines from Coimbatore. It's called Barney Hydraulics. In fact, he was an ex-employee. So when he landed in Coimbatore, he personally called and congratulated him. So, and apart from that, they are actually they have an assembly line of assembling valves for General Electrics, and actually they are exporting to almost 11 countries. And he has a foundry unit also. And actually CSR activities, he got a world CSR rated company ranking 78%, certified by EcoVadis, European Certificate Authority. And awards and credentials, he got about 4 national awards, 36 customer awards, 1 international award from General Electrics. And he is also academic. He is a vice chairman of Jai Sri Ram Engineering College, Tirupur. That was ranking number 1 in Tirupur district. And he happily married with Mrs. Kogilavani, and he is blessed with the 2 sons. One is K. Mohan Pranesh, BMBA, is married, and another son, Naveen Babu, BMS, USA, is also married. Both are looking their organizations. Now I proudly introduce my friend, K. Karunasamy, into our new club, as a new member into our club.
Now, may I request the AG Rotarian Ganesh Kumar to induct the new member and also address the gathering.
Good evening, friends. Before I start the proceedings, new member induction na Rotary irukadile konjam bore adikkum because all the senior Rotarians will be known because there are a lot of procedures, terms we need to read out. But this year, district secretary, they made it very simple. So I will not take 20 minutes. I will take only 2 minutes for new member induction. So this is a communication to all the seniors of this club. Proposer is there. So your family is here, Mr. Karpunasamy? No. Okay, good. No problem. Welcome to Rotary. It's a wonderful world. You have been invited to join this club based on your vocation. Rotary is an international organization which is more than 110 years old, which comprises of 12 lakh Rotary members across the globe. Even the current US president is also a Rotarian. So we are at par with the current US president. And you should regard your admission to the worldwide organization of Rotary International as a matter of personal pride and vocational privilege on account of your classification. On this solemn occasion, would you solemnly pledge that you should accept our motto, service above self, to be the ideal of your life? Number 2, that you shall abide by the constitution and bylaws of our organization. Number 3, that you shall serve the community by way of your vocation. Number 4, that you shall pay the club dues on demand. And finally, that you shall attend the club meetings regularly. If you do pledge, raise your right hand and say yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Mr. Karpunasamy, from now onwards, you will be called as Rotarian Karpunasamy. I now formally admit you to this membership in this club that gives you the honor and privilege to join the family of Rotary. You will be known as Rotarian, your spouse is known as Rotary Ann, and your children is known as Rotary Annex. Dear friends, let us welcome this newest member, Rotarian Karpunasamy, with a standing ovation. Thank you. Please be seated. To mark the beginning, I now request Membership Development Chair, ever fit Rotarian Marapan, to fix the label and present the Rotary mandate. Sir, we'll come there.
Okay.
Good evening, friends. There was a district priority video which the technical team is trying to retrieve, and some glitches are happening. So I will complete that, include it in my speech. President, Rotarian Gopinath Arunachalam, immediate past president, Rotarian Shanmugam, chief guest of this evening, Mr. Lakshmi Narayan Swami, and guest of honor, Dr. Ashok. GGR Rotarian Arunachalam, Secretary Rotarian Sailesh, and today only I know that he got the doctorate also. So Secretary Rotarian Sailesh Kandelwal, and immediate past Secretary Rotarian Devaraj Krishnan. So these are the things that this is a basic recognition every Rotarian will get after the completion of their tenure for all the work they have done. I just remember one small thing which I was sitting while understanding. There is this, அந்த ரூஸ்டர் தெரியல, அந்த சேவல் சண்டை வந்து ஒரு ஊர்ல ரொம்ப ஃபேமஸ். ஒருத்தருக்கு வந்து என்னன்னா, ஒரு பண்ணையாருக்கு வந்து சேவல் வளர்த்து சண்டையை விட்டு நிறைய பேர் வாங்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ரொம்ப ஆசைப்பட்டாரு. ஸோ அதனால ஒரு நல்ல சேவலா வாங்கிட்டு வந்து நல்லா தீனி போட்டு வளர்த்து ட்ரைனிங் கொடுத்து எல்லாம் ஆச்சு. அப்புறம் வந்து என்ன சொன்னாங்க, அந்த ஆடுகளம் படத்துல மாதிரி பக்கத்து ஊர்ல ஒரு சாமியார் ஒருத்தர் இருக்காரு, அவர் வந்துதான் வந்து சேவலை பார்த்து சண்டையில ஜெயிக்குமா இல்லையான்னு சொல்லுவாரு. ஸோ அவரை கூட்டிட்டு வந்து கேட்டீங்கன்னா சண்டைக்கு கோழியை விடலாம் அப்படின்னாங்க. சரி சொல்லி இந்த பண்ணையார் போய் பக்கத்து உள்ள சாமியாரை கூப்பிட்டு வந்தாரு. கூப்பிட்டு வந்து சேவலை பார்த்தாரு. சாமியார் பார்த்துருக்கும் போது சேவல் வந்து கூரை மேல உட்காந்து கொக்கரக்கோன்னு எல்லா பக்கமும் தலையை திருப்பி கூவி எல்லா கோழியும் சண்டைக்கு இழுத்துட்டு இருந்துச்சு. சாமியார் சொல்லிட்டாரு, சேவல் சண்டைக்கு ஆகாது, வேலைக்கு ஆகாதுன்ட்டு போயிட்டாரு. பண்ணையாருக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி டல்லாகி போச்சு. என்னடா இவ்வளவு தூரம் காசை போட்டு சேவலுக்கு ஆளை வச்சு பயிற்சி எல்லாம் கொடுத்து ஒன்றும் சரியில்லையேன்னு சொல்லி இன்னொரு 1 மாசம் திருப்பி பயிற்சி, திருப்பி சாப்பாடு, திருப்பி எல்லாமே எல்லாம் கொடுத்து திருப்பி அடுத்த சாமியார் இன்னும் 1 மாசம் கழிச்சு கூப்பிட்டு வந்தார். சாமியார் கூட்டிட்டு வந்து பார்க்கும்போது சேவல் வந்து மண்ணுல உட்காந்து தரையை கீறி செடியை பிடிச்சி கீற வேண்டியது கொத்திக்கிட்டே இருந்தது. அப்பயும் சாமியார் பார்த்துட்டு, இல்ல இந்த சேவல் சண்டைக்கு போனா தோத்து போயிடும், சண்டைக்கு இப்போதைக்கு செட் ஆகாது அப்படின்ட்டு போயிட்டாரு. பண்ணையாருக்கு ரொம்ப சுகமா போச்சு. சரி என்னடான்னு சொல்லி திருப்பி எல்லா பயிற்சிக்காரனையும் கூட்டிட்டு வந்து திருப்பி என்னன்னு பாருங்க, உங்களுக்கு என்ன செலவானாலும் பரவாயில்ல, இது வந்து எனக்கு மான பிரச்சனை அப்படின்னு சொல்லி எல்லாம் பண்ணி அப்புறம் 3வது மாசம் அந்த சாமியார் கூட்டிட்டு வர்றாரு. சாமியார் கூட்டிட்டு வரும்போது சாமியார் பார்க்கும்போது சேவல் வந்து ஒரு இடத்துல அமைதியா உட்கார்ந்து அப்படியே போறவர்களை பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கு. சாமியார் சொன்னார் அந்த பண்ணையார்கிட்ட, இப்போ உன் சேவலுக்கு அனுப்பு, அது சண்டையில ஜெயிச்சுட்டு வந்துடும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. Like this, when I was seeing the last year project, and the Saicity is a 29-year-old club, so it is like the rooster after 3 months, because always Saicitians are calm, cool, composed, and whenever they are going for the project, they will go for the kill. Imagine $286,000 of US. You have all the 3 global grant project, and your president is asking for more beneficiaries to come to Saicity for getting the global grant project. This is a benefit of, this is a thing of Saicity. I still remember 2016, in the same hall, Saicity has celebrated the 25th year of 25th year. So that time the headed by Rotarian past president V. Marapan, that time he was AG, assistant governor, and all the seniors are there. I attended in the same hall. That time the president was one Rotarian, Mr. Mohan Krishnan. So I was very happy. That time past district governor A. Venkatesh has attended this evening. Now he is RI director. It was a wonderful experience during that time, and again the time is running out. So again and again I am seeing a lot of roosters in you, whether it is senior members or newly joined member, or especially your president, Rotarian architect Gopinath. So because when we are setting the goal setting in our pets on April 14, 15 and 16th and Ooty. So we shared a lot of things, and most of the seniors will be no goal setting what will happen in pets. But he noted it very perfectly, and he presented during his installation. That shows he is prepared for the big fight during the year 21 and 22. Best wishes for outgoing team IPP Rotarian Shanmugam and IPS Rotarian Devraj for best club, outstanding club in this region. And finally, I brought the wishes from our district governor, Rotarian Rajashekhar Srinivasan. The theme is Lovely Planet, which Rotarian Gopinath has explained, Earth, Water and People, where he lined up all the projects and the goals are created as a 7 wonders of Rotary. 7 wonders of Rotary for the district 3201 for this year. The 7 wonders are: number 1, 7 new Rotary clubs; number 2, 70 Rotaract and Interact clubs; number 3, 700 Rotary Community Corps; number 4, 7,000 Rotarians by end of June 30th, 2022; number 5, 70,000 youth support; number 6, 7 lakhs farmer support, and number 7 is a very final, very important. It is 700,000 Indian rupee contribution to the Rotary Foundation annual fund. So this is a goal from District 3201. This is the 7 wonders of Rotary. With this, I'll communicate my best wishes to the incoming team. Congratulations to the outgoing team, and let us serve to change the lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful words. May I now request District Director, Rotary Incorporation, to address the gathering. May I now request Rotarian Balaji to introduce the guest of honor for the day, Dr. Ashok Bhaktavatshalam.
Good evening, President, Rotary officials, guest of honor, dignitaries, Rotarians, and guests, other guests. Dr. Bhaktavatshalam is a well-renowned doctor in Coimbatore. Here's a brief introduction on him. He did his BE Electrical Engineering in PHD College of Technology. Then he did his MS in Computer Engineering at Syracuse University, New York. Then he did PhD in Computer Science Engineering at Anna University, Chennai. His designations include Managing Director, KG Infosystems Private Limited, Director, Coimbatore High-Tech Infrastructure Private Limited. He is the Managing Trustee of KG ISL Trust. He is also a Joint Managing Trustee in KG Hospitals and Postgraduate Medical Institutes. He is the founder and director of KG Information Systems Private Limited and has been responsible for KG ISL's growth by playing a key role in both leadership and management of the company. He has been able to predict the industry trends well ahead, which resulted in the tremendous growth of IT and BPO services at KGISL. KGISL literally pioneered the growth of the IT services and BPO services in Coimbatore since 1996. Thank you.
May I now request the guest of honor of the day, Dr. Ashok Bhaktavatshalam, Managing Director, KG Information Systems Private Limited, to address the gathering.
Take off my mask. Chief guest Shri D. Lakshminarayan Swami, Rotarian AG Ganesh Kumar, Rotarian GGR Arunachalam, Rotarian DD Kumaresan Palaniswamy, President Rotarian PHF Shanmugam, esteemed, IPP Rotarian PHF Shanmugam, esteemed charter members, esteemed board members, Rotarians, and Annettes of Rotary Club of Saicity. Happy evening, everyone. I deem it a real privilege to be part of this wonderful Rotary Saicity installation ceremony this evening. First and foremost, let me thank all of you for giving me the honor of being amongst all of you this evening. I'm also very happy to be sharing the stage, I guess virtually sharing the stage with Shri D. Lakshminarayan Swami, Managing Trustee of Ramakrishna Hospitals, who has been a great source of inspiration as a business leader and an amazing work that he has done and continues to do in many industry sectors. For all of you Rotarians, I'm happy to share with you that I also come from a Rotary family. Dr. G. Gopinath Arunachalam from Coimbatore Central. And as was alluded to me earlier, I have been an exchange student, had the privilege of being a Rotary exchange student. And that was 1985. So it's been a long time. And the experiences and the connections and the friendships, global friendships that I created during the exchange student continue to have a deep and meaningful impact on my life even today. My heartfelt felicitations to all the organizers of this event for putting together this hybrid event. A big round of applause to all of you. I know what it takes, the kind of effort that it requires to put together an event, even during a pandemic. I guess we're all here gathered today to congratulate the hero of today's event, the superstar for today's event, none other than my dear friend, architect, Rotarian Gopinath Arunachalam, now president of Rotary Club of Saicity. Gopi, I'm very proud and happy for you and congratulate you for having been installed as the president of Rotary Saicity. I wish you and your office bearers all the very best of success, happiness, fulfillment, and all that you aspire to do in the coming year. When Gopi called me and confirmed whether I was going to be here physically for this event, I was a bit confused. That's when I said, oh, this is a hybrid event. So I had the option to be here virtually as well. But no, I would not take that option, but took the option to be here physically, to be amongst all of you. He most importantly told me that I have exactly 14 minutes of speak time. And after that 14 minutes, apparently this mic will be automatically muted. So I will try and stay crisp and concise. About Gopi, I have many things to share, but I don't want to embarrass him because he's become president today. But I will still share two specific things about him. Gopi and I go a long way back. I still vividly remember when we were both in the United States. I was pursuing my master's and he was doing his architecture program at Arizona, I still remember. And we were both supposed to come back at the same time. So he was getting together, making sure. And at that time, you know, you can't bring too many electronic items. You have to pick and choose. So Gopi fervently convinced me that we have to buy the same device. And he had picked what the device was. Interestingly, we both share common music interests. Dire Straits is a common, I suppose you still listen to that music. I know I've been in Dire Straits many times. He has also been in Dire Straits. So it's not surprising we share the same music group interests. So he was saying, look, I am going to buy this 5 carousel CD disc player. It's from Sony. It's the best. And you should also get the same. So I said, yes. Then little did I realize it was going to cost a bomb. But then, you commit to something to Gopi, you can't say no to him afterwards. He's quite a persuasive person in that sense. But today I still have that device. And I am very happy he made me choose a device. After all, what do? You can't have more than 5 discs. And, that's about all the music that I can listen to. Gopi was the first person that I referred to when I set up the first medical transcription unit I'm talking about 1998. It was the first of its kind anywhere in Coimbatore, first of its kind anywhere in Tamil Nadu. So the mandate given to him was to give us the perfect training plus, because we had to train. There was no medical transcriptions at that time. So at that time, we said we needed a perfect environment for training and developing transcriptionists who would then be part of the delivery services. About the total square feet was about 40,000 square feet. And Gopi did an amazing job. He did such an amazing job in the choice of things, in choice in what was the color, what was the combination, what was the configuration. Even today, I am using the same desk, Alvin desk, by the way, Gopi, in case you forgot. He chose and he designed 22 years later. Even now I use the same desk. The reason I want to share with you is Gopi has this very unique talent that is very critical for any architect or a designer or planner. He has the eye for aesthetics that eludes many architects, planners that I have come across since then. This is something that I am not saying because I'm his friend and I want to flatter him. Truly, he has that attention to detail. And I'm not surprised when AG mentioned about him, how he makes notes and follows through. It's not surprising. That's a characteristic of him. And therefore, Gopi, I think whatever you put across as your plan of action, I can already see that happening. If I will be surprised if you don't do more. And I'm sure you and your team will create success beyond your own imagination. This pandemic that we are in the middle of, we think it's behind us, or is it still some more to come? After the World War II, Winston Churchill, I don't like quoting Winston Churchill, but still he has said many memorable things. The World War II, for some of you who don't know, has claimed about 8 crore lives. 800 lakh lives were lost approximately during the World War II. And after that, when he was forming the United Nations, he said a very memorable quote. He said, "Don't let a good crisis go to waste." Don't let a good crisis go to waste. I don't know whether to call this pandemic a good crisis. If the World War II was referred to as a good crisis, in contrast, if 8 crore lives were lost in the World War II, we have lost 40 lakh lives to the coronavirus or this pandemic. This pandemic, personally, I want to share with you 3 things incidents that has had some impact on me personally. Transformation is a word that we loosely throw around. I guess transformed is what you could call me. I think it's temporary. Hopefully, it will also be permanent. And I'm putting pressure on myself by putting this in the public forum in front of all of you Saicitians, that hopefully the transformation will be permanent. I still vividly recall during the first wave, when a lot of people went hungry. And I personally went to a food kitchen and I saw, of course, I mean, I've known, we're all Indians, we all know a lot of our fellow countrymen go hungry. But it was during that time that it hit me personally to a great extent to see a lot of people who've never gone hungry were going hungry to bed. And as a matter of fact, the cause of the problem of hunger today worldwide is still a bigger problem. I don't know, recently you've read Oxfam put out this grim statistic. 11 people are dying of hunger every minute. That translates to about approximately 15,000, give or a few hundred people dying of hunger. And the last time I checked the count for coronavirus deaths, today 600 people are dying. 600 versus 15,000. When I saw our fellow countrymen going hungry and still the food kitchens were not reaching everyone, I said, let me feel the experience of going hungry, and purposely went hungry to bed 2 or 3 times a week. It's the first time I have experienced hunger, and it changed in some ways my own relationship to food. I realized that not only me, many of us are eating too much food that is not necessary, actually, as a matter of fact. I then also gained a deeper respect for our own traditions. Going starving or fasting, like we call, is something that has always been recommended in our traditions. And then the Japanese researcher gets a Nobel Prize for calling it autophagy. That was a specific incident. The second incident is that because of the pandemic, there was no pressure, social pressure to go out, be there in events. You didn't expect anybody to come home. In a sense, it was a new lifestyle. I know Gopi is an expert on lifestyle products. It's a lifestyle that we had to get used to, being alone. That's not a problem I've had, but that alone time, I actually used it to learn meditation and yoga. And for a long number of years, 10, 15 years, I've been wanting to instill the habit of meditation. And I use this time of forced solitude to learn, put that practice of meditation and yoga in place. And I'm a better person for it. The stillness that needs to be created, the time that you have to spend alone is something also has a tremendous impact mentally, and also it has an impact, I believe, on immunity as well. The third incident is realizing that how much awareness I had, or lack of awareness I'd had, on many of the most important values in life. Even today, I mean, just take the example of how we still are not respecting the virus enough. I'm not trying to be, just look at, it doesn't seem to matter whether the country is a developed country or if it is an educated, relatively more educated country either. Look at the crowds that are happening because of the Wembley, in front of the Wembley Stadium. The Kumbh Mela, it's another Kumbh Mela, right? So the awareness, one simple awareness that I think we need to become more aware in terms of how we respect the pandemic and respect the future waves that might come. These are things that I personally feel a lot of us have to remind ourselves individually, and also take it upon ourselves to impress upon the need and persuade our fellow friends and citizens as well. I come from the IT industry, and we all are talking about how the internet has made us more connected or disconnected. It depends upon who you talk to. But the pandemic has made me realize, as an IT person, that the internet, more than the internet, the fact that lack of good health has a deeper impact, and how connected we are, because if no one is safe until everyone is safe. And that is playing out over and over again as we speak, even in countries which think they have overcome the virus. I'm happy to share that as part of KG Hospital, under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Gopinath Arunachalam, my father, we have realized, having been in the trenches fighting this disease, we found that the best way and the only way to make sure that at least the Coimbatore district does not suffer more is to ensure that we vaccinate as many people as quickly as possible. So just in the month of June, I'm happy to say that KG Hospital by itself has completed more than 80,000 vaccinations in the Coimbatore district. This is a very small drop in the ocean. Of course, we know this, but something is better than nothing. And we're looking forward to cooperate and help the district administration also in its efforts as more vaccines become available. And again, coming from the IT industry, we as consultants, we keep trying to push different technologies, because that's the way we need to make money. We have the idea of saying web first, all your systems have to become web enabled, web first. Then we tell you that, web first alone is not enough. You have to become mobile first. And then we tell you, look, mobile first alone is not enough because the internet is kind of patchy and sketchy in many places. You have to become offline first. And then we tell you, look, offline first is not enough. You have to be automation first. And then now we are trying to tell you, you have to be AI first, right? So I'm not trying to sell you anything here, but I'll be the first one to admit to all of you, what we need today is compassion first. I was very happy to see the word compassion in what Rotary is trying to achieve. This pandemic has left behind a lot of grief for all of us. And I'm sure each and every one of us has been touched by one poignant story or the other of how the pandemic has irrevocably damaged families and livelihoods. And so that is the awareness. I think it's very relevant to me, and I am sorry if I seem like preaching to the choir, but you Saicitians have been at the forefront of doing so much work for the public. I am particularly impressed that with the COVID work that all of you have done in the last year, your donation of the oxygen generators to the Nilgiris, I feel is something that tells me it's going to come in very handy, especially with, God forbid, if the third wave becomes as ominous as the second one. The outgoing president, PHF Mr. Shanmugam, Rotarian Shanmugam, Rotarian Mr. Devraj Krishnan, and your entire team of office bearers, my heartfelt appreciation for the wonderful work that you've done, sir. The work that you've done in the field of medicine, education, water, natural resources, planting trees, impacting young children, these are all extremely worthy. I am also happy to see that your club is already 100% PHF. Again, you are very nice, and I wish you the very best of luck, Gopi, under your leadership to become a 100% MPHF club in the coming year. So in summary, going back to my impact or the incidents that have caused, and by way of reminding those three incidents, I think Jnana Siddhar Ramalinga Swamigal, also known as Vallalar, he said something, a genius of a pithy advice. Pasittiru thanittiru vilittiru. Pasittiru thanittiru vilittiru. And he said that 150 years ago. I think it's very relevant even today. It was relevant before the pandemic, it's relevant during the pandemic, and will be relevant after the pandemic as well. My best wishes again to President Gopi and his team for what will be a stellar performance in the year to come. May you and the President-elect and the members work together to ensure Rotary Saicity wins the maximum number of awards among all the Rotary clubs in Coimbatore. Good luck, God bless, and may the force be with you. Thank you.
Sir, for your wonderful words. May I request our District Director, Rotarian Commemoration, to address the gathering.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Friends, what more to add about our President Gopi after our guest of honor, Ashok, had told about him. President, Rotarian Gopinath, Chief Guest, Mr. Lakshmi Narayan Swami, Guest of honor, Dr. Ashok Arunachalam, Secretary, Rotarian Sailesh Kumar, and my dear friends in Rotary. A warm good evening to all. First and foremost, I congratulate the exemplary work done by the outgoing team led by President Rotarian S.P. Shanmugam and Secretary Rotarian Devraj Krishnan. Women Empowerment Center in Agali, ongoing signature project Sastra, Global Grant Project, Gift of Life, providing oxygen generators at Ooty GH at a cost of about 65 lakhs. Tree plantation, providing 1,000 computers to the government schools directly and 1,000 computers through G41 clubs. Contribution towards COVID relief activities and towards oxygen generators at GH and ESI needs special appreciations. In the entire year of 2020-21, our immediate past President Rotarian Shanmugam and his secretary were present in each and every meeting of G41, wherever it happened, whatever platform it happened, they were present. Once again, congratulations team 2020-21. Over the past 1 year, COVID-19 had all of our attention. It has stolen lives and livelihoods. It has deprived us of our simple joys of meeting our families and friends. It has left us in a strange condition and has also accelerated the adoption of digital technologies. Our challenge is to stay connected with the world outside. Rotary International has added a new area of focus, supporting the environment, that will offer Rotary members another dedicated channel to increase our impact. Other than the doctors and the frontline workers, farmers are the only people who kept on supporting us. With this in mind, our Governor Rotarian Rajshekar Srinivasan had laid out a roadmap for the year ahead. Earth, water, and people in our lovely planet are our district priorities. Giving various farming equipments to farmers, tree planting, creating cold storages and drying yards, creating herbal gardens and kitchen gardens at our homes are some of the programs and projects that can be done under earth. Underwater, we can do the desilting of ponds, lakes, provide portable water to tribal people, drinking water at public places, and construct check dams. Apart from this, you can continue to have medical camps, conduct cancer and dental awareness camps, continue with your scholarship programs for the needy of the society. This is where the importance of forming new Rotary community corps in villages plays a vital role. And I'm very happy to note that Rotarian Gopinath has accepted to form 5 new Rotary community corps. Thank you, sir. Rotary was the first organization to contribute to the oxygen generators at government hospital and ESI. And till now, we have provided oxygen to 1,160 beds in and around our district at a total cost of 10 crores. Thanks to the G41 clubs of Coimbatore, led by our IPDD Rotarian Mardi and the team of assistant governors. This was made possible because of the CSR funding we received from the corporates and industries. CSR funding is the next big thing we need to tap in. I had the opportunity to work with President Gopinath during the distribution of computers, and we can be assured that once he starts discussing of any project, he has done his homework well, and everything will be in place. Senior Rotarians like PDG Kamlesh or Marapan, Ravi Selvam, Rajendran, K.M. Anand, Anand Kumar, Chandrasekhar, Gokul Krishnan, Mailsami, Soundar Rajan, Dr. D.R. Shekhar, who are all great contributors to Saicity and to Rotary. With the support of all the members of Rotary Club of Coimbatore Saicity, I am sure President Rotarian Gopinath and Secretary Rotarian Sailesh will have a memorable Rotary year ahead. Let's unite and serve to change lives of the needy. Thank you all. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful words. May I now request Rotarian Dr. Vijay Sadasivam to introduce the chief guest of the day, Tirudi Lakshmi Narayan Swami.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Respected Chief Guest, Shri D. Lakshmi Narayanasamy, Guest of Honor, Shri Ashok Bhaktavachalam Sir, esteemed Rotarians on the dais, of the dais, aunts and aunt. It is indeed an utmost pleasure and a rare honor bestowed on me to introduce an illustrious son of Coimbatore city, Shri D. Lakshmi Narayanasamy. Shri D. Lakshmi Narayanasamy hails from the renowned SNR Sons family. After obtaining his B.Tech degree in textile technology from PSG College of Technology, he obtained MBA degree from the Pennsylvania State University, USA. He is the managing director of Sri Ramakrishna Mills, Coimbatore. He is the former chairman of the Southern India Mills Association, which is an august body established in 1933, representing the organized textile industries in southern states. He is also the former chairman of the Indian Cotton Mills Federation, now known as the Confederation of Indian Textile Industry. Shri D. Lakshmi Narayanasamy was also a member in Spinners Committee of the International Textile Manufacturers Federation, one of the oldest non-governmental organizations. This federation represents and promotes the interests of textile manufacturing industries across the world. Apart from his professional achievements and interests, his contribution in sports arena are also innumerable. Shri D. Lakshmi Narayanasamy is a keen sportsman and is interested in nurturing cricket teams. He is the managing trustee of Sri Ramakrishna Cricket Trust. He held the position of Vice President of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, and presently he is the President of Coimbatore District Cricket Association. He was also instrumental in getting the international level flood-lit cricket ground in Coimbatore, which is a jewel in the Coimbatore city. And that stadium will be used for all BCCI matches in the future. Being an avid golfer, his contributions to Coimbatore Golf Club is also very significant. Shri D. Lakshmi Narayanasamy is the managing trustee of SNR Sons Charitable Trust, which provides the highest quality health care and also has the best education services under its umbrella. The SNR Sons Charitable Trust manages a 1,000-bedded multi-specialty hospital, which is run with philanthropic principles. The hospital also includes a 230-bedded modern state-of-art green hospital. The trust has also various education institutes with nearly around 21,000 students enrolled in them in various fields. The trust also runs an old age home, namely Ramakrishna Vidyashram, for the last 40 years. Shri D. Lakshmi Narayanasamy is also a trustee in the board of PSG and Sons Charities. If I enumerate his sir's accomplishments, it will take the entire evening. So I have presented a summarized and an abridged version. Sir, we are indeed privileged to have you, sir, as the chief guest for today's evening. Thank you.
I now request D. Lakshmi Narayanasamy, Managing Trustee, SNR Sons Charitable Trust, Coimbatore, to address the gathering.
I hope you can all hear me.
Yes, sir.
Respected Sri Ashok Bhaktavachalam, respected Sri S.P. Shanmugana, Secretary Krishnan, our incoming President Gopinath Arunachalam, the other office bearers and members of Rotary Saicity and guests. Good evening to all of you, and let me at the outset thank you for inviting me as your chief guest at this installation ceremony. I'm sorry I could not attend in person. My heartfelt congratulations to the outgoing team and Club Saicity has been collaborating with our trust in providing classes with heart defects. It's been a wonderful experience for us in helping out your splendid venture. Rotary is a service organization whose stated purpose is to bring together business and professional leaders in order to provide humanitarian service and to advance goodwill and peace around the world. Stay grounded, connected with your roots, a new leaf, and bend before you break. Above all, enjoy your unique natural beauty and keep growing. Henry Ford once said, "Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success." Its organization Rotary in life to involve yourself in such activities that make this world a much better place. Every generation enjoys the use of a very vast hoard of which bequeathed to it by antiquity and transmits that hoard, augmented by fresh acquisitions for the future ages. This is exactly what happens in clubs like yours, with persons of different generations coming together. Society. Years ago, there was a very famous anthropologist by the name Margaret Mead. She was once asked by a student what she considered to be the first sign of civilization, culture. The student, as usual, expected her to talk about fish hooks or clay pots or grinding stones or something like that. But no, she said of civilization in an ancient culture was a femur, that's a thigh bone, that had been broken and then healed. She explained that in the animal kingdom, if you break a leg, you cannot run away from danger or go to the river to drink water or hunt for food. Not alone that, you also become meat for the prowling beasts. No animal survives a broken leg long enough for the bone to heal. A broken femur that is healed is evidence that someone has taken time to stay with the one who fell down, has bound up the wound, has carried the person to safety, and has tended the person through recovery. So that's what it is. Helping someone else through difficulty is where civilization starts. That's what she said. It's so true today. We are on this. I, for one, believe in India because in it we are free to choose our government, to speak our minds, to observe our different religions, generous and with our freedom, and we share our rights with even with those who disagree with us, because we don't hate people and we don't covet other people's land, and we are blessed with the natural and varied abundance. Because we set no limits to a person's achievement, be it a person working in a mine or a factory or a field, sports, education, technology, science, research, you name it, or maybe service in business or arts, for instance. An able person, regardless of class or creed, can realize ambition. And because we have great dreams, and because the opportunity in this country, those dreams come true. Right now, guest of honor was explaining about the COVID problem. But we are living through a big global events with news cycle at warp speed. Are more important for us than health today, and that of their family's health too. Keeping with advances in medical research has never been or challenging. While more information is available to patients than ever before, it can be difficult to know how and what information can be trusted. In a lighter vein, I think hospitals should think of a surcharge if the patient annoys the doctor with any of his illnesses which he found on Google. And today, there has always never been more innovation in health, and yet the problem is unequal access, which remains one of the blights of our times. We are now surrounded by unprecedented prosperity, but also at the same time shocking inequality, and which leads us to calls for a new, more equitable and sustainable form of economy. Artificial intelligence can make us smarter, wealthier, and healthier, but yet the same algorithms there increasingly decide which articles we can read. Medicine, as you all know, is a matter of science, but it's also a matter of income, geography, and justice. Access to healthcare is still impeded in much of the world by neglect, by distance, by governance, by prejudice, and even by fixed ideas of people. Scientific advances become medical progress only when they reach the people who need them the most. Our world has never witnessed a time of greater importance and promise for improving human health than today. Many of the advances we see have stemmed from a very long arc of discovery that begins with long, steady support for basic science. When we were all young, we always found patients pretty much do what doctors ask them to do. The doctor, an expert, was trusted to know the right answer to the problem, and the patient, as a general rule, went along with the prescribed treatment. That's totally changing today. The role of the passive patient has gradually shifted into that of an active consumer of healthcare. In making healthcare decisions, the patient makes a choice between no treatment and can be an array of different available treatments, but each one with its own risks, benefits, and such decisions require information and intelligent process. But that said, much of our enviable good health and longevity derives not from high-tech medical intervention, but from basic public health measures, such as safe and nutritious food, clean water, good sewerage systems, healthy living environments, and in today's conditions, mass vaccinations, and even not smoking. Unfortunately, the powers that be have not woken up to this, and we lag in these things far behind other countries. And it's right here that service organizations like Rotary can play a part in educating people, coaxing people, and letting them know what to do and how to do it. Failure and imaginations are very crucial to success. It can help you to understand where your true passion lies and when you should focus your energy moving forward. Imagination is what will allow you to emphasize with other people, so you can use your influence to do good. Please use these things to do good to the society. Having said all this, I would also like to let you know that we have been running an old age home by the name Vridashram for the last 40 odd years. And I try very many sources of people to come and connect with them, kids and college students and others to come and connect with them to make their life a lot more interesting. See if you can also connect with them in any way by organizing any event for them. Also, you have the power to connect through Rotaract with education institutions and instill in them how to be a responsible citizen, and more importantly, how to give back to society. I would like to finish with an interesting conversation Swami Vivekananda had with Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Swami Vivekananda asked, Swami, does failure hurt more than moving in the right direction? Paramahamsa replied, success is a measure as decided by others. Satisfaction is a measure as decided by you. So my advice to you is, please do what satisfies you and what is good for the society. Having said all this, and I for giving me an opportunity to say a few words to you. And I take this opportunity in congratulating all the new office bearers and all the people who, all these several years have put your Rotary Club Saicity at the top. And wish you all a great future. And above all, please take care and be safe. Thanks, and may God bless you all. Good night.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful words. May I now request Dr. Rashmika, President, Rotary Club of PHF Ar, to felicitate the gathering.
Do something for somebody every day for which you do not get paid. Hello, this is Rotractor Rashmika, President of PHF Ar. We are happy to be Child Club of Coimbatore Saicity, and thank you for continuous support from the beginning of our charter installation to till date. And we are proud to be part of Coimbatore Saicity. I congratulate Architect Gopinath Arunachalam sir and his team of office bearers for the next Rotary year on behalf of PHF Ar. Let's together join hands to do wonders, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now request President, Rotarian Architect Gopinath Arunachalam for giving the pleasantries. Thank you so much, sir. Now, on the behalf of past District Governor Kamlesh Raheja, Charter Member, Rotarian Gokul will present a bouquet to our President. On behalf of all our G42 clubs, President of Rotary Club of Coimbatore Akurti, Rotarian Kavita, will present a bouquet to our President. May I now request Rotarian Dr. Sailesh Kumar Khandelwal to propose the vote of thanks.
A warm good evening to one and all. It is an honor to have been asked to offer a vote of thanks on the occasion of this wonderful Rotary Saicity team installation ceremony. I'm very heartily grateful to all the speakers for sharing their graceful words with us. The Honorable and respectable Chief Guest, Dr. Ashok Bhaktavachalam, Mr. Lakshmi Narayanan, Thiru Bala Murugan Tangavel, India Head Cognizant Outreach, and Mr. Santosh Kumar, invited guest and Saicity partners, District Directors, Rotarian Kumareshan Palanisamy sir, Assistant Governor Rotarian Ganesh Kumar, Governors Group Representative Rotarian Arul Kumar, Immediate Past President MPH Rotarian SP Shanmugam, Secretary, Immediate Past Secretary Rotarian Devaraj. Thank you one and all for honoring and making your presence graceful today. I also thank the team Akruti President coming here and honoring the President, and all other dignitaries who are online virtual presence. Thanks for making this event happen. I take this occurrence to thank the entire committee members, board members, and other dignitaries, as well as the family members, for representing their valuable presence for today's event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now request President, Rotarian Architect Gopinath Arunachalam to adjourn the meeting. We request everyone to stand up for the national anthem. Thank you all. Now the session is open for fellowship and dinner. We wish you a good day ahead. We request all the board of directors
Okay, thank you.
to come forward for a group photo.
Thank you.